Well, happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Finney here from Finney's Homebrew Emporium. And I've got a couple of things to show you. Just had them come in the post. I have a tap, the long shank, to go on my kegerator at home because I'm tired of moving the thing back and forth. So that would be great, and it's one with the reduced flow thingy. So fingers crossed, I'll be able to get that in action, and then start pouring beers without having to fanny around with depressurizing, pouring foam and all that sort of crap. And the other thing I've got to show you is something I made, which is this. I don't know if you do a pan. So this obviously is a mash bill, which is pine as the main part, and then this at the end is a turned piece of Rimu. It came out of one of my friend's houses. But yeah, and then on that bottom end there's like a green motif that's been cut out. So yeah, I made this at night class. So there's one of the local schools has a like a woodworking part, and this was one of the first things I did. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully, I might actually use it today. The trouble is, for the grain part, this is probably a bit wide. It was really for if I was doing big batches, or it's just a fun little project. But yeah, looking forward to using it at some point. So today, I'm just getting all set up to brew, and the second half of the Saison that will be going into the keg that I've been working on for a while. So the first lot, actually, I'll give you a run through. Alright, yeah. So this is the Saison. So it's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So that's all ready to go. The grandfather just warming up some stuff, and then this is the keg it's going into. And the good thing is that the bungs that go with the other things fit nicely into there. So like, I'll have to squish it down a bit because that hole's not quite round. But so that is then going to go and sit out in the corridor and just do its thing. So we've got the first 25 litres in the fermenter here. The next 25 I'll make today, and then a week later I'll bung that on top. And at the same time, when I add that in today, I'll keep some of that yeast to use on this, and then I've got all those dregs that you saw last week or whatever it is from the barrel beer to go in and do that thing. So that's for today's action. The lager that I was talking about I was going to make this week. Unfortunately, Friday I looked at my starter and it got this like pellicle across the top. So that's the trouble with brewing in this shop area. There's just so much yeast flying around because we mill so much grain that things happen. And as much as I tried to, be sanitary and all the rest of it, it didn't quite work out, which is annoying because that was the last stage of the growing up. So it was all ready to go. But we live and move on. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with doing some brewing, and I'll catch you in a bit. Rightio, so things are going alright. We're boiling. And we've added in the hops now, so probably got another 50 minutes to boil. And at the moment, we're filling up the barrel for the first bit. So, I don't know, maybe put the light on. You see, we're just going in to the bottom there. Now we're going into the bottom. It's looking pretty good. Oh, turn that light off. So there's bourbon chunks that have gone in there. They've been used once, so hopefully it's drawn out a lot of the flavour. That's what this is over here. That was the bourbon chunks originally, so it's gone around just once. And yeah, we've got the bugs to go in here, which there's absolutely loads of good stuff in there. And yeah, once the fermenter's empty, we'll just I think I'll scoop out some of the slurry, and so we're not over pitching, because I want some, I want the esters to come through. because then the Brett will grab those and do fun stuff with them. So yeah, all in all, the first run through of this seems to be going alright. So hopefully we'll come back, we'll see that in there, and that'll be it hopefully. Alright, so we ended up, I'll just giving it a bit of a shake, with about 24.5 in there, so just slightly short, and the bung's managed to sort itself out, so positive airlock pressure already, so it's great. We've now got halfway there. We'll give this a week and we'll do the same, feed it in, and then just let it sit and do its thing for about 6 months. Cheers everyone. Rightio, so yeah, that was all done, or start this week, and the ferment started well enough, I think. I wasn't here the day after, but what I was saying, something was bubbling in the corner, so that's a good sign, and it's still bubbling quite nicely now. So we'll give that a week or so, ramp the temp, and then get it transferred in, and then yeah, let it sit like we said. I might just route out that hole that the bung's sitting in. It's not very even, so I might just try and do something with it without, you know, putting a load of filings in. So I may just reset the bung and then just drip some wax around it and try and seal it up a wee bit more. So yeah, looking forward to setting that up and just letting it go. So what else is going on? SJ Pour. Yeah, so I have finished judging all my beers. So thanks to those that entered and sent them through. Hold on. Ooh, get a bit dry-throated. So yeah, it was good. There's some good beers in there, and some really interesting ideas. And a lot of oranges being used for some reason. Not sure why. But some were really good. One was outstanding. It really was very good. I think I've almost got all those videos edited, so I'll start shoving them up soon. And thanks to those that have put videos of my beer up. I think I've seen three. I just saw one today from Australia, so thanks, Jid. Welcome to YouTube. I think you're pretty new because you'd only got like 4 or 5 subscribers at the time I watched it, so thanks for doing that. And yeah, we'll see. I guess it's the 15th today. Entries close on the 18th, so I guess we'll be very close to finding out by next week who the winners or the top 3 are, and hopefully I've nudged up 1 place from 4 last year to 3, at least 3, so we can get into that worldwide entry. So and that's the last thing I want to talk about. NHC National Homebrew Competition is in. It's judged in 2 or 3 weeks' time, and so I've got a few beers that I'll send up. I've got a nice Berliner Weiss and pineapple one that will go and defend my crown as the German origin ale styles. So I won that part last year with a strawberry Berliner Weiss. What did I call it? I don't know if it says on the certificate. No. So this year I've called it Tarty Pants. I was trying a bottle of it yesterday with some of the guys from Three Boys, and they really liked it. And it tastes great. So I'm hoping that one will possibly be my best beer that's going in. I'm also sending the wheat Bix Stout, because that's a very nice beer. Probably my Belgian Triple. Possibly some of this is my enigmatic pale ale. There's a test batch for my next commercial beer, so it'd be interesting to see what sort of feedback we get on that one. And I may send my SJ Pour entry because I think I've got enough to be able to send 2 off. So you know, see what they think of the yeast from the back garden, which would be pretty cool. And my wife is sending her beer that she made up. She did a Weizenbock as her first all grain beer, so it's pretty good. Amazing head retention on that thing. So much wheat malt went into it. It's thick, pillowy head. It's great. And then I've got a barley wine that I want to try tonight or at some point, and maybe put that one in. But that will be the beers for this year. I can't win anything, any competition prizes, but by the looks of it, there's only ever 2 prizes anyway. But you can still get, best in show and best in class, best in and all the medals, which is really what I'm after, getting feedback. I don't think, whilst it's good giving you beers to local homebrew and everything like that, getting some impartial judging that have no idea who you are and no idea who's brewed the beer that's in front of them. I think that's a key thing to do as a home brewer, to see where you're at. You can drink your own beer and until the cows come home and feel like it's okay, or blah blah blah. But until you get that that other feedback to say yep, things are going well, then it's always good to do. Definitely, I would recommend it to anyone. It's worth it. If you join sober, it's only cost you $10 per entry, so totally worth it. So I think that's it for me. I will see you all next Wednesday, hopefully. Take care.